I know it's been a while, especially since you've seen me in my handy dandy space, but we are back and we are better, and we're talking about overconsumption. Today is November 7th, and I've been seeing Christmas commercials since October 30th. It's kind of scary. It's actually kind of disappointing how quickly capitalism just jumps at you, but a topic for another day. I want to talk about how we can be mindful and intentional this Christmas, this holiday, this giving season, whatever you want to call it. Thanksgiving has not even passed, and yet Christmas is all the craze, all these sales are going on. When I was younger, I remember that Christmas was so special to me, and I would literally just wait for it. I would know exactly what I wanted. I would be so grateful and happy when I received what I wanted for Christmas, and I value those items. Since I've gotten older and have just been able to buy, honestly, let's just be real, pointless things that really don't mean much to me, I literally can't even remember the last thing that I bought myself for Christmas, or what I bought last year for Christmas, or what I bought the year before, because it didn't mean much. It was just something to buy. It wasn't even about Christmas, it was just about consumption. I remember when I was like 19, I'd ask my mom for all these things for Christmas. I'd ask my dad for all these things for Christmas. And when I did receive those things, I felt like a sense of joy maybe for a day or two. And I don't remember much after that because I think I pretty much forgot about the items. So this year, especially because I'm a new mom, I'm being much more intentional about what I buy for myself, my child, and everyone else. So the first thing I'm gonna try to do this Christmas, I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm really set on trying to do this, is I wanna make homemade gifts. I wanna make, not homemade, that sounds bad, but I wanna make DIY gifts for people. I've recently found out how to make like homemade body butters, and my mother loves body butters, so that's what she's getting for Christmas, for example. It's super easy. I think it's like 3 or 4 ingredients. It's like whipped shea butter, coconut oil, and vanilla extract, and I think one more thing. But it's very, very easy, and my mother loves body scrubs and body butters and these things. She used to always get them from Bath and Body Works or Lush. That's something extremely easy to do. It's literally 3 or 4 products that you need, or ingredients, and you can make something meaningful that someone likes. It's like an intentional gift. It's kind of like, I know that you love this, so I took the time to make it homemade for you. It's something that I took the time to make with my hands, something I took the time to actually put effort into. I feel like it's so easy to just go out and buy something that somebody likes. Like, that's like easy. Let's be intentional. Let's put a little bit more effort into things. I know she's gonna love it. It'll be for me. It'll be something that I personally made for her. And I know she's gonna tell all of her friends about it. Another thing is, my grandmother, she absolutely loves memories. She loves sentimental moments. I don't know, she just likes being with family. She likes that more than things. So for Christmas this year, my husband and I, we were taking my grandmother to Panama City, Panama. My grandmother has never been out of the country except if it's on a cruise or something. So my husband and I, we want to be very, very intentional with her and spend as much time as we can. And we want to take her out of the country. She wants to go, and that's an experience she'll always remember. And that is our Christmas gift to my amazing grandmother. But that's an experience my grandmother will remember probably for the rest of her life. And it's with us, and we'll have all these amazing photos, and it'll just be time well spent and money well spent, you know? As they say, you cannot buy the value of a memory, but you can gift it. So as some of you may know, I do also have a child. I have a 16-month-old son, and now he's getting really into like unwrapping things and seeing what we got him from the store. You know, he's in that phase of life right now. I don't want my son to get on the train of always, you know, wanting something new or feeling like he needs something new. And so I have the 4 gift rule that I'm going to abide by for this Christmas and every Christmas after for him. So the 4 gift rule for children is something they want, something they need, something they wear, and something they read. To make it meaningful, to make it intentional, in a way minimalistic. So they're not just, you know, over consuming random things. So I want to get him things that he can use, that'll be meaningful, and that he can have for a very long time. Something that my child wants, I know he is very into like building things and stacking things and random, you know, fun little kid things he's into. He's at that age, he's only 16 months. So I'm gonna get him a toy, a meaningful toy though. A toy that kind of is like maybe a puzzle, maybe some cards. I don't know, something that I know he'll really, really, really like. I think I'll get him a puzzle anyways. Just something that I think he'll really, really like. Something that my son needs, I don't know, you know, this might be a little bit, you know, controversial to some people because you may not feel like it's a need, but I feel like my son needs swimming lessons. That is truly a life skill. I don't know how to swim. His father doesn't know how to swim. You know, these were things that were never taught to us when we were children, and I truly believe it is a life skill that everyone needs. I myself am interested in swimming lessons. I think it's great to get him involved in this and just to learn that life skill for when he grows up. So I'm going to enroll my son in swimming lessons, and I think he will thank me for it when he is older. I'm sure he will. Something to wear is next. My son is a growing boy. Like I said, he is 16 months old. So you know how that goes. You have your 12 to 18 months, your 18 to 24 months, and so on and so forth. And so I'm going to get my son some more clothes, but they are going to be second hand. I do get a lot of his clothes from family members of mine who have had children, and you know, they can no longer fit their clothes, so they hand them down to me. I've gotten some beautiful and very unique outfits that way. So clothes are always in good quality. They're always in tip-top shape, and I feel very comfortable with my son wearing hand-me-downs if they are in good condition. So I am gonna get him some more clothes, probably from Depop, from Poshmark. I'll see what ThredUp has, but I've never shopped on ThredUp for my son, just for myself. As we know, you always have to buy clothes for your growing children. So I'm gonna be very specific, intentional, and sustainable with the clothes that I buy him. Lastly, I'm going to get my son something to read because you can always use more books. I myself buy books all of the time. And of course, he's at the age where reading to him is very beneficial. You know, he's learning more words. He's learning, you know, what is this? What is that? What noise does this animal make? All of these things. So really continuing to engage him in reading and learning. Also, I've let my family know, as far as my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousins, you know, just people close to me, that I will be doing a gift exchange, and I think they should join in, honestly, because I'm not buying gifts for everyone. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I just feel like every year I would set a limit, let's say $1,000. Okay, this year I'm gonna, you know, save money for Christmas spending specifically so I can buy everyone, you know, what they want for Christmas. And I just feel like it just became a thing. Like, oh, I want this for Christmas, or I want this for Christmas, or buy me this for Christmas. It really wasn't meaningful. I feel like it just lost the meaning. Because I feel like people started expecting gifts, and it just made it not, you know, not what Christmas is really about anymore. No one's fault. It's just kind of, you know, it's kind of how things go in a capitalistic society. People just start expecting things. I told my family, whoever's name that I get in this, you know, this draw, I'm going to buy them a really good Christmas gift, or I'm either going to make them a really good Christmas gift. And the only type of Christmas gift that I would buy is if it's something that you really need. So for instance, my brother is getting into cooking, so I probably would get him a crock pot or something if I got his name, or maybe a rice cooker, something like that that's meaningful and that's useful. I'm not gonna go out and buy him a game for his PS5. I feel like, you know, while you may think that's a need, it's not a need to me. It's not something that I feel like is going to really benefit you in the long run. Like, you're interested in cooking, let me buy you some cooking things. Let me buy you some kitchen gadgets and things like that. I think this is just, it's less shopping, it's less stressful, it's more fun, it's more intentional, and it's more realistic for the journey that I'm on now as far as saving money, being more sustainable, and not being an over-consumer. As far as Christmas decor is concerned, I will not really be partaking in like decorating my home full of Christmas decor. The only thing I will be getting is like a mini Christmas tree for my 16-month-old so that we can decorate it together. And you know, we'll be wrapping a few presents together and things like that, but I'm really not overdoing it. Christmas is not really an aesthetic to me. It's more so about the memories and the moments that you share. And so as long as my son has these memories growing up, like, you know, me and mom, we, you know, decorated a Christmas tree, and me and dad, we wrap presents together. He's kind of young right now, so it's not super significant. The older he gets, the more we probably will do. But right now, I'm not really interested in like decorating my home and going out with the full bang, because I don't know, it just feels too aesthetic to me. I know some people might disagree with that, but for me, I'm gonna keep it simple. Maybe have Santa Claus here and there throughout the house for him, but I'm not going, you know, fully aesthetic Christmas decor. Also, we know what's going on in the current economy, you know, in the US. It's very, very bad. It makes me very sad to think about it, and to think about the fact that a lot of people may not have an enjoyable Christmas. So I went through our pantries, I went through our closets, I went through our garage, because we have so many unused things in our garage, and I'm gonna donate them. So I'll be donating food, I'll be donating items, I'll be donating to homeless shelters and food pantries specifically, just because I feel like there's so many things around my house that I don't use, that don't get put put to good use, that can be very meaningful or beneficial to someone else, especially during this time in the US where so many people are struggling. I just want to help. Christmas is not always about buying things and like being gifted things. Sometimes it's literally just about giving and helping and lending a hand. And so I want to focus more on that as well. I want to focus more on giving than necessarily gifting or getting things. As I'm talking right now, I realize that my camera is about to die and I do not have a backup battery. I want us all to remember that this holiday is really not about consuming things. It's really about the memories, the moments, our family, our friends, things that are really special to us. And I think sometimes we make products and items too special. We give them too much power. It's time to stop that. I think it's time for us to get back to the holidays and what the holidays are truly about. It's not about consumption. It's truly not. Living in a capitalist society has just taught us that consumption is the key to everything, the key to happiness. And it's really not. I'm really trying to be intentional about getting back to what Christmas means to me and to what every holiday means to me, because it doesn't mean consumption. So that's pretty much all that I have, friends. This video is kind of shorter, but I hope that it's still meaningful to you. And please let me know what you're doing this Christmas holiday and how you are stopping yourself from being an overconsumer or partaking in overconsumption. I love hearing from you guys. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully my camera does not cut off in the middle of this. See you guys next time. Bye, friends.